Hey guys, Job here. So I'm in a winter wonderland currently. Let me turn the camera around and show you guys. Don't know how well you can see it, but it is April. Well, it's actually a day away from April, and it snowed. But it's about 28 degrees out right now, so it's kind of all melting. Got a new muffler on my car, sounds nice. But I just wanted to say that, I don't know, because I'm driving it. So I wanted to talk to you guys about agents on my cousin and I's channel, TheOmegaAgentsHD. That's TheOmegaAgentsHD. TheOmegaAgentsHD. If you type that in on YouTube, you should be able to find the channel. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about the story of agents, or how agents happen. Now, the agents on the channel, the Omega Agents HD, the series titled Agents, the YouTube series on that channel, isn't actually the first Agents series. We actually have many Agents series. So we based Agents, the YouTube series, off the 2005 series that we filmed when I was 6 years old, titled Agents, the TV series. And a completely corny series. It's about a man named Officer Spencer the First, who is an agent for the Indianapolis Police Department and is trying to track down a man named Fagin and trying to take down his assistants, such as Cindy Superficial, Werewolf A. These are all characters in the series, and people like that. So we're basing Agents, the YouTube series, the new series that we created late 2016, early 2017. We're basing it off all the Agents series we've ever done. Now, Agents, the YouTube series, is a complete remake of the series. It doesn't have to follow all the episodes we ever made of Agents. It doesn't have to follow... got ice falling from my car. It doesn't have to follow every episode or every detail in the old series that we made. But in 2005, we started Agents, the TV series, and that was about Officer Spencer the First, and then that eventually led to his death, and then he had a son named Alan Michael Spencer the Second, since the Spencer the First name was Alan Michael Spencer the Second. Both had the same name. So Spencer the Second took on his father's legacy and taking down Fagin and Cindy Superficial and all the allies and assistants of Fagin, which was a warlord that controlled police departments in the U.S. by means of heavy bribes and control of the government in anonymous ways. So, I mean, the original Agents series, Agents, the TV series, and Agents Returns, which Agents Returns featured Spencer the Second, which was our second Agents series, which we filmed in the summer of 2009, I believe we began that, or late 2008. Agents, the TV series, and Agents Returns, all the old Agents up until Agents the Dark Sun, which was one of our first kind of serious Agents series, they were all silly. They were all silly and comedical and comical, my bad. And they had a story, but it was just us with a cheap camera just playing around, basically. I mean, shots wouldn't add up, microphone quality was weird sometimes, the editing was weird sometimes, but that was to be expected because my cousin was 12 years old at the time and I was 5. He was 11 and 12 and I was 5 and 6 years old. So, I remember shooting the very first episode of Agents, the TV series, in 2005 in my grandma's trailer, my grandma and aunt's trailer in Indianapolis. And I remember how fun it was. I miss that trailer so much. We had so many memories there, just filming, making Agents, making all these series, The Last Jedi and things like that. So we filmed the very first episode of Agents, the TV series, in my grandma's room where she slept. And Spencer the First was hiding behind some sort of... we were like in a battlefield is what it was supposed to be, but we were really in a room. And he was hiding behind a chair, and he's like, 1,500 hours, and my target's out there somewhere, and he was looking for Cindy Superficial. And, she'd say something like, man, dang, I'm so hungry, I want my cookie. The series didn't make sense because we were kids. We weren't filming for, like, Hollywood. We weren't filming to be anything super spectacular or serious because we were just two, 3 kids messing around with the camera. So the new... Sorry, I'm stuffed up. Not really, not anymore. The new Agents, the YouTube series that we began late 2016, early 2017, is basically just a loose canonical following of the base storyline from Agents, the TV series. But instead of Spencer the First, it's following Spencer the Third, which Spencer the Third was never ever featured in one of our old Agents ever. Spencer the Third is a completely new character to all the Agents series that we've done, and yeah, so that's pretty fun. But it follows the basic storyline of Agents, the TV series, which is trying to take down Fagin and his men, and Agents, the YouTube series, features Time Warp, which was an original character from Agents, the TV series, and Time Warp was sent by Fagin to kill Spencer the First, which changes into Spencer the Third. Time Warp goes after in the Agents, the YouTube series. Now, in Agents, the YouTube series and Agents, the TV series, in the TV series, Spencer the First dies. He goes to a place called the Other Realm, the spiritual realm, where he learns new abilities and powers to combat Time Warp and to kill Fagin. And in Agents, the YouTube series, we're not going to spoil it, but something similar to that nature happens. So the Agents series, they're not how do you say it? They're not like based on like real life, or holy crap, did you see all that ice that just fell? They're not that's kind of like crazy. They're not based on like normal life. They have paranormal aspects to them. They have people that have superpowers in the series, but it's only like a few people that do, and there are people that walk around with some power staff with their face rotting off. It's you'd think that the Agents series that we filmed, all of them were just completely normal, but most are supernatural. Most have supernatural elements to them, like superhero returns, powers, shooting blasts, energy blasts out of your hands, stuff like that. So, and if you do want to watch the original Agents, the TV series, this will be on my channel. Whatever you're watching right now, just go to my channel. You're going to be on my channel watching this video, so just go to my videos section, scroll down, you'll see Agents, the TV series, some of the episodes that we filmed. So, I miss it. I really do. I miss filming the TV series, Agents Returns. And with the new Agents, the YouTube series, we have a lot of homages to the original series and the earlier series that we made. So there are a bunch of callbacks, lines, scenes that happen, dialogue. There are a lot of callbacks and homages and little Easter eggs that we spread throughout the new YouTube series that we created a couple years ago. And I've said this a lot, and you've probably heard it on the TheOmegaAgentsHD channel, where my cousin explains why we're having trouble filming the 4th episode of the YouTube series, the new one, is because whether a place that we picked for the Time Warp versus Spencer the Third fight, it is at Southwestway Park in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we found this little location. Originally, we were going to film the scene on land at the park, at the Southwestway BMX and Trails Park, which is an 8-mile trails hiking park where you can ride your bike on and bring horses and stuff like that. Our original Time Warp versus Spencer fight was going to be on grass. It was down in this kind of canopy valley, down a hill, a huge hill in the middle of the trails underneath the White River, I think, or whatever, in Indiana, the White River. There's a bridge that spans under the White River, which the river goes under, and we were going to film on the grass next to it. But then we changed the location because my cousin thought it was going to look cool on a little rock bed right next to the river, where sand and rocks naturally formed right by the river. It was kind of like if you picture kind of like a beach almost. Kind of looked like a beach. The beach was the rocks, the sand, and then right next to it that would flood in was the White River. So, we were gonna film on the grass originally, but then we decided to film on the rock bed because it looked cool. It had a cinematic flair to it because the bridge was in the background, which we thought would be a cool place for the fight. Now, why the weather mattered is because if it rained too much, the river would completely flood over the bay of the rocks and the sand, and then we couldn't film. We'd be standing in water, and we couldn't bring equipment out there and get it wet and stuff. So the weather had to be just right, and we started filming near the end of summer, and then it turned into fall, so it started to get a little cold. So even if it was a little chilly, the water might be up, and even if the water wasn't up, it was starting to get cold. So things really worked against us, and now we're in spring, and as you see, like I said, there's snow. It just snowed last night, and that guy, did you see all that ice that just fell off that guy's truck? Right there. But anyway, so we picked that location, and weather really either prohibits or allows us to film there, because if the water has risen too much, we're not gonna be able to film. And if it's just right, just warm enough to where we can film without having to wear any extra clothing, which would ruin the canonical sequence of Spencer's clothing, then we could film there. But if it was too cold, we couldn't. So, or if the water was risen too much, there'd be nothing to stand on. And now, I think we ran into a bit of a conundrum, because recently the White River expanded over the rocks that we were going to stand and film on for like 2 weeks, and I think it washed it all away. Because my cousin sent me pictures, which I might include in this video, of the place where we were going to film, completely covered in water, and the rocks were all washed away. That's what I believe it looked like from the pictures alone. So, but we filmed episode 5, and we're working on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So episode 4, we can't continue uploading the series until we get episode 4 done. Now we can include behind the scenes or videos like this, vlogs and updates, but we really cannot proceed with the story or episode 4 until we get it finished, sadly. That Time Warp His abilities, this really isn't spoilers, because you saw in episode 3, if you did watch it on the Omega Agents HD channel, if you watched episode 3 of the YouTube series, of Agents YouTube series, you see that Time Warp has abilities to maneuver time, to slow down time, to speed up time, to manipulate objects around him by means of his dark sun in the sky. So he could warp Spencer somewhere else to finish the fight, which would honestly, behind the scenes, would just mean we had to move locations because the rock bed washed away. But in the story, he'd warp him away, but we'd have to do that right, so it didn't seem like a cheap cop-out, because we couldn't film on the rocks anymore. So, and filming Agents, the YouTube series, man, it has been a blast. We've been only doing it for like 2 years, 2-ish years, 2.25 years, maybe 2.5, maybe. But it has been so fun, because I love acting. I was nervous at first when I was 5, 6 years old. I wasn't really nervous because I was such a jittery, exciting kid full of excitement. But going into like my 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12, 13, 14-year-old self, when we filmed all the other little tiny Asian series, which weren't that big or popular, I was a little nervous, because then I realized this is acting. I'm acting in front of a camera, in front of my cousin, in front of my family. It's a little nerve-wracking, but now doing it, I've gotten so used to it that it doesn't really bug me. It is bright out today, let me tell you that, boy. But yeah, so I miss it. I miss filming Agents, the TV series. Or the TV series. I miss filming them all, but I miss filming the YouTube series, because we're at a standstill right now because of the situation with the White River and the rock bed. But it's all good, because we'll finish it and we'll figure things out when that happens. So yeah. Now like I said, if you wanted to watch Agents, the TV series, you can just go to my video section on this channel and you'll find it, scrolling down just for a little bit. Now, the Agents Return series, we have copies of, but we've never uploaded them. We have uploaded them on separate channels before, but they all got taken down. So, that kind of sucks. So, all the Agents series I think we ever filmed that I wanted to list off in sequence, if I remember, was Agents, the TV series, Agents after the last episode, and it was either Agents Returns or Agents the Final Four. I think it was Agents Returns and then Agents the Final Four, and then we took a break and we started filming the Omega Men, and then it became Agents The Dark Sun, and then that was Agents YouTube series. So Agents TV series was 2005 to about 2007-ish, and then 2007, 2008, and then Agents Returns was, actually it was Agents TV series 2005 to 2006. Agents after the last episode, which was 2006 to 7, which that's just how long it took us to film. I'm not saying we had a lot of episodes during that time. Then Agents Returns 2008 to 2010-ish, almost going into 2011. And then Agents The Final Four, which was like 2011-ish. I don't think that ever reached into 2012. And then Agents The Dark Sun, which was 2012, late 2012, early 2013. Actually, I think it was mid-2013 we filmed that, because I was a freshman in high school. And then it went to Agents, the YouTube series, late 2016, early 2017, and now we're in 2019 right now. So, been on this for 20 years, kind of fun. Well, anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what's going on, and I want to tell you a little bit about the story behind Agents. Not that many people watch the new series, but there are hundreds of views on the Agents, the TV series, that some people watch. We have about, I think, total 3,000, 4,000 views on the original Agents TV series on my channel, which is nice. That's I didn't expect those silly videos to get any views, but thanks to my cousin, we got views. Not many, but views enough. So I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but you're going to see the title, so I don't know why I'm saying that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. And I'm going to Fresh Time right now to buy some food, because I'm on a bodybuilding cut. As you see, my muscle. Oh, yeah. Spencer's getting ripped to come back. I will see you guys later. Have a good one.